Hello everyone, this is G and I'm back with another video. I'm forgetting my own entrance here. Uh, I hope everybody's well. So today's Saturday, and I would pick up RJ, but he's currently napping. So if I end up doing another video today, maybe I'll put him in that. If he's out and about, I don't like to disturb his sleep. Unless he's been a jerk toward me and disturbed mine, then fair is fair. But interestingly enough, I do want to talk about jerks. Now, again, this is going back to the Tila stuff, but I'm approaching it from a different perspective. Now, there was a video I made yesterday where I briefly mentioned a dog pile that had happened to me and what I felt about those individuals. Well, here's the thing, and especially for the guys, especially for the men, I want you to tell me what you think because I'm starting to really believe that these individuals have some sort of odd crush on me. I'm not even joking. I'm starting to think they really have an odd crush on me. Now, let me explain why. You have this Drake, he calls himself Drake I Izanagi or whatever, right? So Drake said 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago. You can see the tweet right here. I find it amazing that someone can survive after having their face burnt off, but they're drawing the line at woman looks unrealistic for real. Of course, this is referencing Skeletor, right? Skeletor having a skull face because his face was burned off, and of course, this is again part of the larger debate slash Twitter battle slash dog pile on me um, from last night. Now, here's what I find interesting. I liked the tweet because I agreed with it in general. As I've said in the videos I've made about this, I disagree strongly with the realistic body type argument. And I've been very much in favor of a muscular Tila, as I've said in several videos and even more tweets, right? What my contention has been and continues to be the overly masculinized element of her design, not having any femininity in it. When I, the short haired tomboy, look more womanly than the literal heroic warrior goddess, we have a problem here. That's always been my issue when it comes to her redesign and my contention. But as I said, this went on for like hours and hours and hours. Right? So here's the thing. As you can see, when he made the first tweet 12 hours ago, I did not type anything. I didn't respond to him. I simply liked it because I was like, yeah, exactly. You're actually making my point, but you don't realize it. But here's the thing. As you can see, 1 hour ago, 1 hour ago, 11 hours had passed, right? And then Drake is going, LOL, why is Jean liking my reply when it's bashing her opinion? And you can see here, right, that he has a screenshot of who liked that particular tweet. Now, I'm in there because I liked the tweet. I don't uh, deny that. But you see, Samuel the Accuser, King of COVID Games, Ansgar Odinson, these are the jackasses. These are the jerks that were more or less dogpiling me last night. These are the main ones. There were a few others, like Strawberry Narwhal or whatever it was, but these were the main ones, sort of, going back and forth, right? So, again, I hadn't said a word to him, right? Because eventually they all just, I guess, got tired and left me alone. I wasn't trying to keep the conversation going after literally enduring hours of this, so I didn't say anything. So I respond with, and again, this is this morning. Again, 11 hours have passed. This is enough time for me to go to bed, wake up, cook breakfast, eat breakfast, do the dishes, cook some meat for lunch. All this time, I haven't said a word about this, haven't tweeted at anybody in here. He tweets at me with this, and it appears in my notifications. So, I write, because Gene can agree. So I write, because Gene can agree with a point in general, even if it happens to disagree with or bash her. My argument was never in favor of realism. I actually disagree strongly with the realistic body type argument. My contention was the over masculine nature of Tila's design. And then he goes on to ask me a question about the male characters, and I respond with saying main characters need distinct designs, whereas background characters don't. And then he specifically mentions Adam. So I break up the difference between Adam and He-Man, saying that Adam has to be slim to contrast with He-Man, and again asserting that I was never against a muscular Tila, I was against the hyper masculine design. So again, I am being consistent in what my contention was. Right, so then he goes on to talk about how He-Man has the same body type of other characters and whatnot. So I reply with acknowledging yes, the body type is the same, but the designs are different because they're main characters. They have to stand out, right? And but look at this bottom here, right? Again, if my opinion doesn't matter, then why are you keeping this conversation going? Because remember, he starts it up again by tweeting this. He went through the trouble of tweeting this and screenshotting it, right? Again, screenshot. I didn't make that screenshot, he did. So here's what's funny. Let me see here. All right, so yeah, look at this. Samuel the accuser likes a reply to my tweet, which is of course Drake's reply, right? So then we have all that. So but now look at this. So here's this. So I retweeted this because again they're the ones keeping, or at least Drake is. Drake's the one keeping this going, and again, now here's the thing. This how do I put it? There's a lot more to this, I guess I could say, that I'm not covering for the sake of brevity. Anybody who was online watching this happen will understand that there is a lot more to this, a lot more going on than what I'm necessarily discussing here. It's just too much to try to I guess summarize or go over, right? But here's the thing. So again, after hours of enduring their asshole assholishness last night, he's starting it up again, right? So I tweet, or rather retweet or quote tweet, why are you so obsessed with Gene? Gene would like to know, right? So he responds with, or he did respond, let me see. Thinking too highly of yourself. No one's obsessed with you, just laughing at your dumb takes. Yet you're the one who's quote tweeting me and retweeting me and contacting me and asking me all these questions and literally taking time and energy off of your phone, right, to screenshot uh, me liking one of your tweets to what? Prove something? To prove something? I don't know. I do think you are obsessed, Drake. Maybe you and your cronies really do have a crush on me, right? But here's the thing. So I'm trying to find the tweet, right? So let's see here. Ah, here we go. That's not what I wanted. Go back. So as you can see, I responded by pointing out what I just said, more or less. That he went through the trouble of screenshotting my like on his post, retweeting me, and now tweeting at me several times. And so I'm like, if you have a crush, just say so. And the reason I bring that up, the crush thing, isn't just to be uh, a jerk or to be snarky, although it is part of that, because they have treated me with incredible disrespect. But I'm starting to really think that maybe those individuals do have a crush on me, because I will admit, there was some back and forth prior to everything going crazy last night. And I will admit, I was not exactly the nicest person, but it was King of COVID Games, right, who jumped in on me, calling me a poor man, right? That's what got me angry, right? That's the thing. So what I find interesting, I'm going to try to find this tweet again. Right, so there had been some back and forth between me and Ansgar Odinson and whatnot. But it really got started off, it really kicked off into the crazy mess it became because of King of COVID Games calling me a poor man, right? And then telling me to take the L before he embarrasses me again. Interestingly enough, that is when American Leonidas popped in and then more or less told him to bugger off and referred to me as a beautiful woman of color. And for whatever reason, this set King of COVID Games and Odinson and Samuel the Accuser and Strawberry Narwhal off. I do not know why, but it did. All right, they were calling him they were calling American Leonidas a simp and a white knight and everything, right? And it seems to me it's like, why did y'all get so triggered over someone complimenting my appearance, right? None of them ever answered that, right? But they got so mad over that particular tweet, and then it just went off, and all three of them participated, right? And I have the tweets to prove it. So, fellas, ladies too, but especially fellas, let me know: are these three individuals, or four, I guess, if you count Drake here? Do these four individuals have a crush on me, right? And they just can't admit it. They just can't admit it. Or is it something else, right? I'm a tomboy, but I do not presume to completely know or understand the male mind, especially on something like Twitter. But I'm really getting the impression now that these individuals have a crush on me, but instead of just admitting it, they act like 9-year-olds, who they don't know how to express their feelings, so they pull your hair or they do things to annoy you instead of actually just saying, "Hey, I like you," right? So that's the impression that I get. That's the impression that I get, and I just want to try to find. I'm gonna have to pause the video for a moment, but I'm gonna try to find the actual tweet from American uh, Leonidas just to show that again. This is what was said, and this is how they responded. Right? I can't cover every single tweet, but just to demonstrate that again, I am being honest, maybe telling things from my perspective, but I'm being honest about what I'm saying. These individuals went the hell off, all because somebody happened to compliment me. So I'm just wondering what is motivating that. 1 second, I have to find the tweet. All right. So here's where it starts, right? So I had again been sort of going back and forth with Odinson, and you can see at the bottom where I retweeted images of Julie Bell and Rachel McClish, right? So King of COVID Gains, who was not added, he put himself into this, tweets at me these images going, "You poor little man," right? So that's insulting. So I responded with, "If this damn thing will show it." Right? So I responded with, "How bold and foolish of you to assume that I am male. I guess you forgot that there are various divisions in bodybuilding. I was sharing notable women bodybuilders of the 80s and 90s. Your images are still more feminine than Nutella." So again, I've been maintaining this position for literal hours now, right? But King of COVID Games wants to hop in and take a shot at my appearance via misgendering me. And no, I don't believe for a second that he sincerely didn't know that I'm a woman. It literally says on the side, I am a grumpy middle-aged woman. Right? So I don't believe that he was, what's what I'm looking for, sincerely unaware of my gender. Right? So there's that. So then, King of COVID Gains claps back at me saying that he forgot nothing and that I was using outdated uh, images, to which I would respond that how is it outdated when the original work is from the early 80s? It's different thing. But look at this. This is where it pops the hell off, right? This is where it pops the hell off. American Leonidas pops in saying, "Dude, with all due respect, if that is possible, you appear to be fat and bald, right? And you are coming for a beautiful woman of color. It is not happening. Quit while you're ahead." And again, American Leonidas just popped in. I wasn't gonna be like, "Don't say that." It's his opinion. I have no problem being told that I'm good looking. So then, right. So here's where it kicks off. Right. Then you have Strawberry Norwal, popping in, saying, "Beautiful woman of color, you are cringe." So because he compliments me, he's now cringe. And then you have Odinson accusing him of being a white knight, and that Leonidas can't allow me to be wrong. Keep in mind, Odinson never tweeted or said a damn thing that actually proved me wrong. All he proved is that he has a difference of opinion and apparently doesn't understand that we're probably more alike than different in this situation, but he's such a jerk that he doesn't seem to realize that. Right? And as you can see here, I reiterated again that I had no issue with her being muscular. So I have been maintaining this position for God knows how long, right? So then they go on and they go on and they go on. And then he says, one of them comes in and he's like, "You seem incapable of pointing out the issue." So again, I say the overly masculine nature was the issue. I have been saying this all the damn time, but they act like they can't understand what I am saying. It's like, do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Or rather, I guess, can you read the words I'm typing? Right, and then again, it goes on and on and on. Right, and again, this is just me. There were other there were other threats, right, where Odinson and the others just completely insult uh, Le- Leonidas, and they accuse him of being gay and being a simp, and all this other stuff. Really, just immature trash, in my opinion. But I do find it interesting that it popped off as bad as it did, because of the fact that he made the tweet and specifically mentioned that I'm a beautiful woman of color. Again, this is when Strawberry Narwhal comes in, and this is her. I'm assuming it's a her. I don't know. First criticism, the compliment to me. So all of a sudden now that's a bad thing, right? So anyway, I'm just wondering. Do these people, do Odinson and Samuel the Accuser, whatever, Drake, do they have a crush on little old me? Is that it? Are they acting like 9-year-old boys because they can't admit that they actually like someone that they happen to disagree with? I don't know. But I do know this much. I know how I feel about them. I find them to be insulting, insufferable jerks that I would want nothing to do with. So, to quote In Vogue, you're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. But anyway, that's the video. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day and night wherever you are. Bye.